Well, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks. I am the president of Victory Nutrition International, and I want to welcome you this evening to our product and business overview presentation for this Thursday, September 6th, 2018. We're going to be doing this event live every single Thursday at 9 o'clock into the holidays, and the purpose is very simple. We've got, whether you're listening to this live or via a recording, we always have some of the top leaders in the world of Victory Nutrition plugging into this event. We want to welcome all of those leaders, all the emerging leaders that are plugged in, both live and recording, and then really extend on behalf of the entire Victory Nutrition International family and company. I want to extend a special welcome this evening to those of you that are guests. This particular presentation is a wonderful opportunity for our leaders to come together. We learn from each other. We share ideas. But first and foremost, these Thursday night Zoom events are designed to introduce and to educate our guests, individuals that maybe don't know who Victory Nutrition is, maybe have not yet heard about our amazing science-based wellness products that we're going to talk about. And this platform is a way where over the next 30 minutes we can give you information on the company, where we've come from, these amazing science-based wellness products, and the business model that's attached to the products and this brand. And our goal is very, very simple. We want to give you enough information so you can determine what the next step is for you. If you're interested in feeling better physically, these wellness products they're proprietary. They're not found anywhere else. Only through a Victory Nutrition representative are these products available. They're backed by science. We have 40, soon to be 42 peer-reviewed, published clinical studies on these products. So we're not talking about, Me Too products that you can get at the grocery store or at the local health food store, with all due respect. These are amazing products. And so we're excited to share these wellness products because, again, if you're at a point in your life where the idea of feeling better physically, having more energy, avoiding and preventing disease, the whole idea of wellness, if that's appealing to you, then you're going to be elated at what we share tonight, and we're going to give you some suggested next steps as we wrap up the event. In addition, there is a very lucrative business model that's attached to these products. Very lucrative. And we're going to give you some information on how, if it's of interest, if you're at a point in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow is appealing, then we're going to talk about that. We've got a proven business model, part-time or full-time. It's paint by the numbers. We've got a success system that's been proven over the last 5 years. And we'll give you some insight on that. And so, most importantly, again, on behalf of the entire Victory Nutrition International family, I want to just roll out the red carpet and say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to plug into this event tonight. We don't take that for granted, and we're excited that you've elected to spend some time with us. Now, with that, I'm going to start the screen share, and I'm getting better at this Zoom stuff. So give me just a second, and we're going to share some information that I believe is going to be extremely interesting. And I want to start by talking about just a couple minutes about wellness in general. If you think about it from a consumer perspective, you and I and all of us, everyone you and I know around the world, if you look at the last 20, 25 years, we're spending more and more money on wellness, more and more money. Now, when I say wellness, I'm talking nutritional supplements, I'm talking fitness, and I'm talking anti-aging. If you look at those three segments of, under the wellness umbrella, consumer spending, you and I as consumers, as a society, we've been spending more and more year over year over year for the last couple of decades, to the point that nutritional supplements in the U.S. and around the world, multi-billion-dollar growing industry. If you look at the world of fitness, multi-billion-dollar growing industry. If you look at the world of anti-aging, not just topically with skin, but outside in and inside out, people are interested in not just living longer, but living better. People are interested in not just adding more years to our life, but adding more life to our years, more vitality, more energy, et cetera. And so as consumers, we're spending billions and billions and billions. Now, compare that to the reality that disease is also on the rise. Chronic illness is on the rise. Diabetes, heart disease, obviously cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's. I mean, the list goes on and on. Different types of cancers, and so the interesting thing is, I don't know about you, but if I look at the numbers, I say, okay, we're spending as consumers. This is kind of a macro, a global comment. If we're spending more and more for wellness, and yet disease is on the rise, something's not working. Something's not working. And so the interest is there. The interest, I know on a personal level, is there. Now, the beautiful thing about what you're going to learn tonight with Victory Nutrition is we don't diagnose, treat, or cure illness. Our perspective, our corporate perspective with these science-based products that you're going to be learning about is very, very simple. The human body can do amazing things if it's given the proper nutrition. That's the key. I love what our founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Downs, says. He says, we as a society are, giving our Maserati brains. If you don't like Maseratis, picking a vehicle that you like. But think about this. We're giving our Maserati brains and our Maserati bodies lawnmower fuel and expecting them to perform. Foods today don't have the nutrients that they used to have. We're at a point now in where soil's depleted of minerals. We're more and more processed foods, GMO foods, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Most of the food companies, with all due respect, are more focused on shelf life than they are nutrition for you and me and our families. And so our belief is this: we have extraordinary science-based products that can bless you, your family, and others to equip you and to put you in a position. And I'm stopping the video, folks, on purpose because just for the presentation. So we're just excited that all of you have joined us. But we've got a story to tell, and we've got products that the world needs. So let me jump into Victory Nutrition, who we are. All right, as a company, we're just under 5 years old. So we'll be celebrating our 5-year official birthday in January. So we're just over 4.5 years old, if you want to look at it that way. I guess 4 years and 8 months to be specific. We have an amazing foundation as a corporation. We're growing. We're doing business all over the U.S. and all over Canada. And we are truly the best kept secret in the world of wellness. We are actually the best kept secret in the world of direct sales as well. We leverage relational marketing distribution. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes, but word of mouth. These products that you're going to be learning about tonight, products like Brain Reward, are products that are designed, they need a story to be told. They're such impact products that we never ever, nothing's more effective than, again, word of mouth advertising, word of mouth sharing, a friend sharing with a friend, or a wellness doctor, a healthcare practitioner sharing with a patient. And that's our model. And so when it comes to the products themselves, we're a product-driven company. Now, what I mean by that is our founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Downs, Bill and his wife, Kim, Steve Kushner, our co-founder, we had these products before we had a business model. In fact, Mr. Bill Downs has an extraordinary track record of product creation in his career. He has actually published personally he's co-authored or authored 93, and I'm going to go back to Bill real quick. He's actually co-authored or authored 93 published papers, scientific papers. He's written chapters in books, scientific journals and periodicals, textbooks that are being used in major universities. He's an extraordinary visionary in the world of biochemistry and nutritional formulation. He's a category creator. He helped pioneer some of the largest segments in nutrition. In the 90s, for example, OPC grapeseed extract. He was a pioneer in the leading research and science there. Also coral calcium, if you remember that big trend from the late 90s. And so Mr. Bill Downs is our founder and CEO. And the reason he launched Victory Nutrition is very, very simple. He spent his entire career learning about the human body, learning how nutritional science can bless the body and how our body can heal itself when given the proper supplementation, how the body can perform when instead of getting lawnmower fuel, it's given high performance fuel that our brain and bodies needs. And so he's literally taken his entire career, all the intellectual property, all of his discoveries in health and wellness, and created the product categories with Victory Nutrition that we're going to be talking about tonight. So these are products, once again, you cannot find anywhere. They're science-based products. When you look at product validation, we have on our products, if you see there on your screen, we're the only company that I'm aware of in the entire industry. We have currently 40 published peer-reviewed clinical studies on our finished products. On our finished products, not ingredients. See, a lot of companies take ingredients that the ingredient companies have done this research on. They put that ingredient into their overall formula, and then they claim, they basically take credit for the science. And the reality is that's not good science. When you take an individual ingredient, put it into a larger product, you don't know exactly how the body's going to respond. And that's literally what 99% in my experience, 99% of the companies do in this industry. We have 40 published clinical studies on our finished products. That's a game changer. That's credibility. That's product validation. That's product validation for you and your family to have confidence that any of the products that you're excited about that we share tonight, you and your family can engage with these products and know that the research has been done and the science is real. So, by the way, we have another 2 studies that are going to be released between now and the end of the year. So anyone that does business with us, our customers, our stakeholders, our representatives, can understand that we've got state-of-the-art technology. Now, one of the keys, we're not going to, thankfully, I don't have the ability to get too detailed, so that's my gift to all of you on the call tonight. But one of the keys that I want you to understand that separates Victory Nutrition from all the other wellness products is our proprietary proteasome technology. And it gets very complicated. It's proprietary. No one else in the world has it, but it has to do with absorption. One of our taglines related to all of our products is nutrition that gets in. You know, it's one thing to take world-class nutrition, but it's another thing. It's got to get absorbed and assimilated into the body. Ultimately, it's got to get in the bloodstream in order to have the impact. And our supplements with our proteasome technology are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people taking our products. And our clinical studies show that. And so again, this proteasome technology is very complex. We have, if you're a guest, either again live or recording, we want to invite you to go to VNI, obviously stands for Victory Nutrition International, VNIscience.com, and you'll see the research on our amazing products and the proteasome technology. And so it's one thing, you know, again, digestive issues are literally the number one digestive challenges, or the number one challenge in terms of pharmaceuticals. That people are spending money because of gut health. You know, you hear more and more about probiotics and the need for gut health. You know, 70 to 80% of the immune system resides in the gut. Well, at the end of the day, as a society, if we're taking supplements and we have digestive issues like the vast majority of people, then that means the supplements are not being absorbed and they're not even making an impact. Our proteasome technology skips those challenges, and when you factor in the proprietary formulas with the best of the best ingredients, and then again the science that backs it, we've got a game changer in terms of all of our products. So again, our core, we've got 4 key products. The first 3 are what I call the big 3: N-Sorb, Protivite, and Brain Reward. We're going to talk about each of those. N-Sorb, folks, is an amazing product. This is a product that is an enzyme product. Now, it's not just digestive enzymes, it's metabolic enzymes. And folks, the message is very simple. You and I and all of our family, our friends, our loved ones, we're not eating as a society, we're not eating enough, we're not eating raw food like we did, you know, 100 years ago, 150 years ago. We're not eating raw fruits and vegetables. We're not eating raw food. Most of what we eat is processed foods. It's packaged foods. It's from, if it's a restaurant, even at a lot of grocery stores, it's packaged processed food from food companies. Very few of us are eating local, organic, farm raised. And if you're blessed to be able to do that, it's very expensive, it's not convenient, and we're not getting the enzymes from raw foods. And enzymes have been called the spark plug of life. Every bodily function that we have is dependent on enzymes. This N-Sorb formula of ours is a proprietary formula that takes our depleted enzymes in our body and builds them back up. The benefits are amazing, boosts in strength, metabolism, and vitality. The list goes on and on, folks. This is a game changer product with some of the research that's going to be, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Some of the research that's coming out before the end of the year on our initial clinicals on the N-Sorb product is extraordinary. We believe this has the potential to be one of our biggest, if not our absolute biggest product. It's very, very simple. The protocol is very simple. Comes in a nice, beautiful package box like that, as you see on my video feed. And it comes in a package like that. Very simple, almost, I don't want to say ketchup package because it's much nicer than that and it's easier to open, but you tear it off at the top, you take it, you squeeze it in your mouth right before you go to bed. You hold it in your mouth for 30 seconds. That's one of the keys of our proprietary proteasome technology. It's absorbed directly into the bloodstream, and you're good to go. You're going to sleep better. That's been my experience, and your body, you just this is a game changer product. So I encourage you, if you're not eating raw, fresh, meat, food and vegetables and organic, like 99% of the human population, then you and I need N-Sorb. The next product I want to touch on is Protovite. And folks, Protovite, this product right here, simply put, it is the most complete liquid nutrition program available. All of the vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients, the whole food nutrients. In fact, 95% of this product is whole food phytonutrients. It's an amazing product. It's very, very simple. 1 ounce. I do mine first thing in the morning. 1 ounce. Rinse around in your mouth, hold it in your mouth for 30 seconds, swallow, and you're good. It's simple, it's convenient, it's complete. And folks, this is an amazing game changer product, Protovite. This is cellular nutrition because it's literally getting in at a cellular level. And it's feeding and nourishing the trillions of cells that you and I have. And it's doing it very fast, and it's very, very simple. So again, it's foundational nutrition for the whole body at a cellular level. And keep in mind that we're talking 1 ounce, rinse for 30 or hold it in your mouth for 30 seconds. It's simple, it's convenient, it's complete, and that's our Protovite. That's currently our top selling product. It's a game changer product. The results that we get with this product are extraordinary. Now, the Brain Reward product, folks, this is simply put, this is brain food, and we're excited about this product. The Brain Reward has over 30 studies just on this one patented product. If you're at a point in your life, I'll just ask a rhetorical question. How many of you, either personally or know someone in your sphere of influence that is stressed, that is having some anxiety, that has maybe some mental fogginess? Maybe they're not thinking clearly. Stress does amazing things. And just like you, I've had periods in my life, multiple periods, where I've been in high stress and I haven't performed well. My body didn't feel well. I didn't feel like I was thinking clearly. Folks, Brain Reward is brain food. It is an amazing product. The results on this product are extraordinary. People are getting, as you see, supports focus, attention, concentration, mental sharpness. And that's something that I can't say everyone, but almost everyone I know is absolutely interested in improving their focus, reducing stress, increasing concentration and mental sharpness. And that's what Brain Reward does for us. And so it's an amazing product, and it's one of our big three. So again, the Protovite that we talked about, the N-Sorb, and the Brain 3. These round out the Brain Reward. I'm sorry. These are the big three. These are our big three. Now, I'll tell you my protocol. My protocol is I take the Brain Reward and the Protovite first thing in the morning, right when I wake up. And then as I shared with you, I take the N-Sorb right before I go to bed. That's my protocol. I've been doing it now for weeks. It's weeks and weeks, and I feel phenomenal. You might be at a point where one of these products is extremely appealing initially, but again, whatever your choice is, we want you to engage with these products. We have a fourth product backed by some serious study as well, and that's Thion Extra. Thion Extra is an immune boosting product designed, it's a super antioxidant product, again, designed to boost the immune system, and we've gotten some great results with this particular product. So again, VNIscience.com if you're an academic and like to do your homework and your research. And these are products, folks, that are game changer products. Once again, you can't find them anywhere at all, anywhere in the world, except through Victory Nutrition and one of our authorized representatives. And so we're excited about the products. Again, I encourage you, engage with pick whatever 1, 2, or 3. If you want to go with the big 3, that would be even better. Give it 90 to 120 days. Test the products out for yourself. Get back to the person that invited you this evening and go through a challenge yourself. Give it a 90 to 120 day challenge, and you'll feel the difference. We're excited about the impact of these products, and that's why we're taking them initially to the 4 corners of North America and then eventually around the world. So we've talked a little bit about the company. Again, been in business almost 5 years. We're literally the best kept secret in wellness with the science and the peer-reviewed published clinicals on our products. And we're growing fast. It's just exciting to be part of this. I share it this way from my perspective. And the reason that I dropped everything else that I was doing with my consulting business and everything else I was involved in and came on full time to focus on Victory Nutrition and supporting this amazing team and this amazing company is because we have the best of both worlds. We have a rock solid foundation, strong balance sheet, no debt, debt-free company. We own these product formulas, and yet we're an early stage company that most people don't know about yet. So we have a rock solid foundation, but we're young and fast growing, and that's exciting. And that lends itself to our next portion of our discussion here, the business model and the opportunity, folks. Not only if you're interested in feeling better physically with these products, but if you're at a point in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow, maybe to supplement retirement, maybe to pay off some debt, maybe children's education, whatever the motivation is for you, you're going to be excited about what we have. We have a very lucrative, proven business model, folks. It's paint by the numbers. We know what works. We've got a system, and it is my privilege. I'm going to stop the screen share here. It is my absolute privilege to introduce our featured speaker for tonight to walk us through and I'm going to make him, Dwight, I'm going to make you larger on the screen here. Hold 1 second for the recording. But it is my privilege to introduce Mr. Dwight Halstead. Dwight, we're going to go down to the Sunshine State. I'm up in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to go down to sunny Florida. And Dwight leads one of the fastest, probably the fastest growing team right now in the world of Victory Nutrition. He's an extraordinary leader, and it's my privilege to turn the entire event over to Dwight. He's going to walk us through how this business model works and where we go from here as far as next steps. So, Dwight, take it away, sir. Well, thank you, Jeff. Can you guys hear me okay? Clear as a bell. Oh, that's perfect. Great job. Great job. All right, guys, my name is, like Jeff said, I'm Dwight Halstead. I'm down here in Ocala, Florida, and I'm a rep out in the field every day talking and building this business. A little bit of my background, I've been in this industry for well over 30 years. I had an opportunity to meet with Bill back last January, sat down with him and looked at this business model and looked at the products and saw something that was unique and different that's never been seen before in this industry. With that, I said, okay, how are we going to make money doing this? I said, we got a great product and a great system. And I sat down with Bill and his team, and we looked at the business model they had in order to help reimburse the field out there. And I'm going, okay, this is kind of good, but it could do some tweaking. But as I really got into it and began to look at it, I saw how fair that this plan was and how it gave the average individual the opportunity to sit down and start to build a long-term income. And the thing is that out here in this industry, and you'll see it out, there's all kinds of companies out there that have got all these really fantastic flash pans and special programs and things along that line that may be good for the upfront. But what happens is it doesn't go the long haul. The one thing is you learn more about VNI is that this company, Bill, is committed to having a quality product with high standards
And then he's committed to the customer and then to the reps. And he wants to make sure that everything is in place so you can be here in the long term. And this is one of the key reasons why it's good to partner with VNI, is because you take a look at the corporate structure, you take a look at what Bill and Kim and the rest of the corporate team have put together, and how they're standing on the integrity of the product and of the commission structures, and the making sure that everybody gets paid. And you've got an opportunity here that's just like none we've ever seen before. And it's going to change the way people look at this industry. I know sometimes people, they're always a little concerned about getting into, let's say, a network marketing or direct marketing like we do. And they've heard these stories. I'm here to tell you now, if you sit down and take the time to learn and to build step by step, I'm going to go over some of the things we have here for you, and really become a student of this. We're going to show you different ways to come in so you can share this product, so we can move the product out in the field and get this out there. One of the things that was a real eye-opener this weekend was that last weekend was in Vegas. There was a show with naturopaths. And Bill was down there as a speaker. And an amazing thing took place in that show. After those professionals, those healthcare professionals, listened to Bill and listened to the story, they had no problems to come out and buy well over $17,000 worth of product from the reps. Unheard of in this industry. And I'm proud of that fact. One professional spent over $3,400. Why? Because they saw the value in the product, the uniqueness in the product, and how it was going to help their patients, their clients, achieve whatever goals that they were looking for. That's the foundation. So when you're looking at a company and you're looking at products, when you have something that is foundational, that people are going to want and need for a long time, that within lies a great business opportunity. And that's one of the main reasons why you want to take a look at VNI. Did you see my screen okay there, Jeff?
Clear as a bell, Dwight.
Okay, I didn't know I could. All right. So with that in mind, if you've got a great product and you've got a great company, now it's a matter of taking a look at how to build a business. Now, one of the things that we've been doing, we're young, the company's young, is that in the last year, the first year or two they're in the business, that's in the development stages. Now that we're in our fourth or fifth year, we're now in the position to where we're going to see some rapid growth. And because of that, we are looking for those individuals. You don't need to be a superstar. You just got to have the desire to, A, to take care of your own health, and B, to share this product with other individuals and let the plan work for you. So if you're looking, no matter where you want to get started, whether you want to be part-time, full-time, or you want to go at this, you want to be a major builder, there's a place for everybody to build a nice, solid business. Now, when you look at the business model, one of the things I look at, and there's a lot of different ways the company has helped us as distributors to build. And they've laid out a foundation on this comp plan. I can't go into complete details on it, but I'm going to kind of highlight the surface of it. It's in place in such a way that it will help you start to develop an income. So when you get started, you'll make there's the possibility of making a few $100s in your first week, higher probability to do a few $100s in your first month, and then it's steps by steps. It helps pay that front end. It helps give you money on the front end. So as you are building on a month-to-month basis and on a long term, is that when it gets to where it's back in, you'll start seeing that residual income starting to come in. And the one thing that's the beauty of this industry, and more millionaires are made in this industry than any other industry that's out there, is the fact that you do the work once and you keep getting paid over and over again through the residual part of this program. The thing is that you got to take time, you got to build. You have to build your team. You have to share product and get your team sharing product and keep moving that out. And it starts to multiply very quickly. Now, the 6 key elements that I always focus in when I talk to my new reps is the number one is, you can come in. There's no cost to come in as a representative. You can come in. There's no fees, no monthly expenses, anything else. You can come in, and there's no requirement to buy product. There's no requirement to stock product. It's all about you can sell product and they can and have it drop ship right from the company. So there is a retail profit. So you can make up to $20 to $30 per item. But more importantly, as you help people begin in the wholesale, when that first person comes in, when you get your first order in, and there's different ways for people to get started with us, you as a rep get 30% of the wholesale value of that product. So if they buy $200 worth of product, you're going to make $60 up front. That gets paid on a weekly basis and goes right into your, you get the check once a week. So you're getting paid on a weekly basis. Now, as you develop and get into what's unit level, which I'll share here in a minute, and as we start ranking in, as you start moving up and advancing in rank, you start gaining additional bonus programs laid out there to help you get that little bit extra money up front to help you build your business and start giving that little extra residual. So it starts out at a few hundred and just grows. As you start growing and advancing ranks and you start helping other people do exactly the same thing, there's a 10% check match. So when people come in, you're going to be matching their unit level check at 10%. So if somebody's making 1,000, you'll be making 100. The other key element on this, and there's a lot of comp plans out here. This is a unit level, totally compressible. And what that means, as you start building, as your volume starts rolling down, volume starts rolling up. And if anybody falls by the wayside, that volume just keeps pushing up and pushing up. And this is how you wind up developing long term. There we go. So real simple. One of the things we talk about when we sit down is the key thing is to get started in this business is what we call the power of three. And it's to find your first 3 business partners, somebody that's of like mind, somebody that has a desire to make a difference, has a desire to make an income, or even just has a desire to sell or promote enough product to even cover the cost of their product. But it's all about bringing 3 in and then sharing with those individuals how to help them get their 3. As you can see, it progresses. It goes up, you help 3, get 3, and if you move this down in an ideal world, it just moves, you got 27, 81, 243, 729, it just starts multiplying out. But as that person moves out and the next person comes out, then they're building in that same volume. So here's what the unit level looks like, and there's a couple of key points I want to share with you here. As you can start to think, when you get 3, who get 3, get 3, as those people are coming in, you're getting paid at those different levels. The sweet part of this is that on the 3rd level, you help your 3 get their 3. Not only do you start getting promoted, but as you saw in that last illustration, you have 27 people down there. If you have 27 people buying, let's say, $100 worth of product, you're going to get 10% of that total volume. And it just keeps growing from there. The reason why we focus on 3 who gets 3, this is another key element to the front part of this money, is if you take a look up here, you come in as a member, and then you find your 3 reps, that puts you into the rep position. You help them get their 3, that gets you up to the management level, that immediately gets you in position for a $250 bonus. Now, if they follow the same suit, you can move up to the next level, which is the executive manager. Now you're in a position for a $500 bonus. You go up 1 step again, those 3 get their 3 at $750, and those 3 get their 3, goes up to $1,000. Now, here to tell you, I've been here 6 months and following a very rigid plan. And personally, what I've seen is I've met these objectives month after month and have grown and seen that back end, that front end money start to fill in as I'm starting to see my back end starting to grow. So if you take a look at this, you bring in Bob, Ted, and Jane, you help them, you can see they're building the same way. Understand that this volume all rolls right up through you and helps advance you through rank and gives you the ability, as you start advancing rank, to start going down as far as 10 levels into your group. And of course, those numbers are expanding accordingly. Now, I'm going to kind of show you an example here of what's possible. And it will go through 6 cycles, Understand this is just what's possible. It doesn't mean you can do it. But it is something that is if you follow to it, you can actually make considerably more than this. I've stayed with some conservative numbers on this, but you can build this at any level you want. So let's just take a look. There are 6 cycles you need to go through. The first thing you do is you come in as a member. The next thing you do is you come in, and then you move up to the rep. From the rep, you develop, become a manager. From the manager, you become an executive manager. director. And what we focus in on is in that time period, in those 6 cycles, is they get to executive director. When you hit that executive director, if you remember how I showed the 250 to 500 to 750 and 1,000, as you're getting paid that money in the front end, what's happening is you're downline the volume of product and the people that are coming in and making the investment in their health. That back end, now you've got an organization where you have volume coming up to you, and that's where the steady monthly residual checks come in. So just take a look at this. Here's cycle 1. You come in, you go out, and you find your first 3 members. They come in with a basic package, which is $117. You're getting 30% of that volume. So think about this. If you come in your very first month, you make the investment into yourself for the $130, and your first month collected $117, you've basically broken even. And this is just a very basic way to get started. Now you're ready. You've got your 3 people in. You help them do the same. And this can happen in the second month very easily. So you help them get their 3 in. As you can see here, you're now starting to get some level. As you can, right here is at 15. But you've also advanced to that manager rank. Now you've got 250. At this point, you've earned up to 265. So you've invested $260 so far into your own health, into products. Now you're seeing a return of 382. See, you're starting to see a progressive increase step by step. Now you hit the 3rd cycle. On the 3rd cycle, you plug people into the system. You have your people share information. You have them share product. You have them share the different tools that we have out there. Invite them to a call like this, and they start building. And they bring in their 3 and grow from there. Now look at this. You're now hit the executive manager. There's a $500 bonus, and you spend $390, but you now have a $945. Now here's what's interesting. In my own case, I did this in the first 2 months in the business, but we have people in our group that we've helped by growing. Because see, this is all about us reaching down and helping people up. And the way to achieve this as I helped my people move up to the manager, and then I took my executive managers and helped them move up to the next level, that brought me up to the director. And look at the director position. Last month, this is exactly what I hit. And if you take a look at this, now I'm being paid 3 levels down. And take a look at 27 people on that 3rd level. That's at $280. But I have the 750 in rank bonus. And there's also another bonus that's not even in here, which actually makes it even sweeter, is that in that first month that you hit rank, you actually get a match on your unilevel check. And it doubles. So, like last month I was around 450 and a double, so they gave me a 900 just in that bonus alone for making that rank investment. That's helping feed the front. So there's a track you can follow. Once you get to that level, again, you build again. You get to the executive level. Remember, this is the target where we want to hit. There's a $1,000 bonus here, but here's the thing. If you put this together and follow a 6-month plan, you've invested $650, and you've now made $3,800. Probably even a little bit more than that by this stage of the game. But just conservatively, that's what you're looking at. You have one question to ask yourself: if you would take time and energy and that extra couple hours a day, 10, 15 hours a week, share information, share the videos that we have, share the tools that we have, invite people to a call like this so they can learn more about who we are and what we do and how this opportunity works, and get them in, this becomes, the return, it becomes astronomical. I mean, if you think about this, it's just that simple to move forward. Now, when you get to the 6th cycle, you're now at that executive director level. That's when the back end comes in, because take a look here at that 5th level. In an ideal world, now this would be in a perfect scenario, there's $1,000 coming in at that 5th level. Look how that grows up there. So if you just stayed at that position at that level, there's an extra $1,500 to $2,000 a month coming in on a regular basis. So at this point, if you were sticking to the 6-month plan, you're looking at $780, and you've just netted over $6,000. How many of you would invest $780 today to get $6,000 6 months from now? Raise your hand on that. Anybody would do that. You would find some way to get $780 if you knew you were going to get that return. Now with this, you put forth some effort. Now here is what I want to share. Not everybody's going to build this up in 6 months. It's possible, yes, but there's a lot of things you need to have in front of it. But if you take the time and become a student, if you take the time and follow the direction that we have with the leaders in this group, and we have a wide variety of talent, let's say it takes you a year to get to that level. Well, in a year, you would invest it in yourself, in your health, $1,500. You made $6,200, you would have made a profit of over $4,000, almost $5,000. Let's say you're super slow and you're going to plod along and you're going to learn and you move along. Let's say it takes you a full 2 years to do that, sharing the product and getting it out there. You've now invested $3,000 in your own health. You've done some positive things for yourself. You've done some positive things for a small group of individuals, and yet you're still in a profitable situation by making that $12, $15 investment. But say it takes you 3 years. As you begin to see, that fourth year, say it takes you all 4 years. And in this industry, that's not uncommon sometimes. Sometimes it takes people 2 or 3 years to kind of get in the feel for it and move forward. But if you follow a steady path, stick with it, make the commitment, and follow this. Let's say it takes you 4 years, you break even. Here's the question. If you spend 4 years, you break even, and you zeroed out cost of product, basically it didn't cost you anything to be in business. You've got the product for free at that point for the 4 years. But here's the thing. If that's what it took for you to generate a residual income of $1,500 to $3,000 a month, month after month after month after that, there's value in that. Think about this. If you are building this business and you're getting a residual $1,500 to $3,000 a month, that's $800 in over 10 years. That's $18,000, $30,000 a year. Over 10 years, that's $180,000, $300,000. What in your life would $180,000 pay off? Would that help cover the car payment? Would that help pay off the house? Would that start helping you move through and have a better lifestyle? And here's the beauty of this. We didn't even talk about this. As you are building, as you are growing, we're not even touching your primary income. This is all in addition to. When you finally get to that executive level and you got that $2,000, $3,000, there you can decide full-time, growth, job, whatever. Because at that time, you are now in a position where you have the choice of what to do and where to go next. So here's what you guys need to do. This is an overall view. Saturday we're going to go into a lot of detail on our training, but here's what we look for. Here's what I look for when I talk to people. Is you've got to be willing to invest in your health, and you've got to be a product of the product. You're going to learn how much value these products have and how much additional values you're going to have by being healthier. We're in a nation today, this message has got to get out. And we have products that is unique enough that no one else has that will help people become aware and use this as one of the building blocks to having better health. The next is I had people that got to be willing to learn. You got to become a student. You talk to Jeff, you talk to Bill, we're all learning on a day-to-day basis. There's always something that we're learning because we never stop. And you've got to be willing to do the same. We have the leadership here. Take the time, tap into it, find the leader that best fits you. We have a wide variety of different ways to help you get. But the business is simple. It's all about sharing product, sharing information, bringing them to a meeting like this so they can learn more about who we are, learn more about the team, and then let us help them move forward. So you share a product, share a meeting, everything else will fall into place. After I look at this, the next thing you do is you make the commitment. If you love the product and you see the value, make the long-term commitment to invest in your health and to invest in your future finances. Make that commitment to learn what is necessary. So if it takes you 6 months, a year, 3 years, or 4 years, you're committed to hit that and take the positive steps that are necessary to go step by step. Put your plan up and put it into action. The last thing that I ask people to do is take action. See, you guys have had a chance, a lot of you had a chance to take a look at our products. You've had a chance to see the videos. You've had maybe a chance to talk to Bill. You had a chance to take a look at Bill. You're on this call now. Now it's a matter, take action. See, once you got your plan and put it together, it's all a matter of taking action and learning what to do next and find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Because if you take action, you will move through these steps very well. One of the things that we offer you as a team is we have tons of free training. You have no idea how much training and what's out there and tools that we have available for you. We have tools that are available for you right now. Even YVNI, YVNI.com is an excellent tool just to give people information. The next thing is we can help you get started on the plan to help you put you into action. We have systems in place that can help anybody from the rank beginner to the professional. Next thing is we have the team of trainers. We have some amazing talent in this group. We have a lot of people in this group that have seen this vision and are looking to grow. And last but not least is we have the commitment to you. You commit to us, we will do everything in our power to help you achieve what you want. We are committed. And that goes from Bill all the way down. Is my experience with the leadership in this company, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is they are 100% committed to helping me do whatever I need to do to help me move forward. And that moves all the way down, and you'll see that with every one of the teams. So here's what you guys got to do next. There's 3 different ways to get started, and we have 3 different plans. And here's what I kind of recommend is you come in at the level that you're comfortable with. Now, we have what I call the conservative part-time way to come in. You start with 2 of the basic products, Brain Reward, Protovite, or N-Sorb and Protovite, and you get some free samples with this package. It's $140 plus shipping and handling. It's a great way to come in, especially if you're kind of conservative or you want to try to kind of try the product first. You still, you're kind of ready to move forward, or the budget's just tight and you don't have a lot of choice. This may be the way to get going. The next step is what I call the part-time business builder. This is the $280 package. Now, this gives you a little bit more product. It gives you each one of the products to try for yourself, plus samples of the Brain Reward, N-Sorb, and the Protovite Moments. Samples you can hand out. One of the biggest things with us that you're going to find, and I have people in my group that are sharing product. When they share the product, people get a chance to try it and taste it and get some benefits from it. They're asking to go ahead and make the investments in themselves to become a customer. Some are looking to make investments in themselves to become a business partner. Well, if you have these on hand to hand out and share, this helps you build your business even faster. And then for those that are what I would call who want to become a master builder, you don't need to be a master builder, but you want to become a master builder. You have a sphere of influence. You have some people you have some people you can reach out to, and you have a group, and you have the drive and ambition. Then the Share and Grow Pack is actually the most economical way to get started. Because first off, you're getting a month's supply for 2 people. So you and your significant other have product you can use. Then you have samples to share with people to help them get started. And we're going to show you how to use those sample programs to grow. But also, in my group, I share with them how to move that product so they can actually sell that product in order to recoup their $560. So here's what or $580. So here's what happens. If you invest in this product, you follow our plan, and you either share the product, and just think about it. You share the product with one person. Let's say that you share them with 1 cup. They take a look. They come in, and you start making that 30%. When you have 4 people in, you've already earned your income back. If you've sold that product outright, you've earned most of this back. Plus, you have the product. It actually winds up becoming the most economical way to get started. So, what I encourage you to do is get back with your sponsor. Get back to the person that invited you to this call, that's sharing this video with you, and tell them you're ready. Tell them that you are looking. Here's what we find. By this point, hopefully you guys have seen some information. You've been brought to this call. You've had a chance to get some background information. Now, hopefully you've gotten to feel who we are, what the company's all about. And people fall, at this point, you fall in 1 of 3 categories. Either you're an A, you're ready to get started. B, you're not sure, you need some more information. Or C, this is not the right time for you for the business opportunity. Or this is not the right time for you for the product. Maybe the product's what you want to do first. There's a position for everybody. And what I want to share with everybody, whether you come in on a part-time basis or the part-time conservative basis, or you come in full-time, in 2 to 3 years, we all can be on the same path. See, it's totally independent. Some people want to move faster. Some people have the ability to move faster. Some people want to move a little slower. Some people got to move super slow. You know, they got to take a lot of time. They got to learn how to build up their comfort and get up to the comfort zone. We have something that's right for everybody to get started. So what I recommend is you've had enough to get some information. On Saturday at 11 o'clock, we'll be sending out a link. We'll have training for those of you who decide to get started today. For those of you who go ahead and want to make the investments in yourself, we're going to have that 11 o'clock meeting to help you get started to take it to the next step. For those of you who are not sure, get back with your sponsors, get your questions answered, and come on to our 11 o'clock call, see what it's involved, and then make up your mind to get started. But whatever, here's the key. If you want to move forward, if you want to have something positive for you today, the thing is make a decision, learn, make the commitment, and then take the action and do what is necessary. So with that, get back with your sponsor. Jeff, great job tonight. I'm going to go ahead, get back to your sponsor, find out, get your questions answered, reach out to us, and go ahead and make that decision, secure your health, and secure your financial future. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Everybody, thanks for coming in tonight. I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and I can't wait to see the success that happens out there. Bye now.